What's up, guys? Room. This is Mekhi, your Friday guy, coming back at you. Like I said, I'm going to play catch up with catching up where everybody else is at. I believe everybody else is on what is it, week 8 or 7 or 8? No, let me see. Bear with me 1 second. I don't know what week they're on, but I'm about to do weeks 3, 4, and 5 real quick. So, week 3, binding, packing, and STPs. Um, I've really only have experience with one of those. My camera seems crooked. Wait a minute. I really only have experience with one of those, and that'd be binding. Um, Binding for me right now has become very, very irritating. I find, and that this is another topic about dysphoria, but I find that it can make me have more dysphoric moments than others, more dysphoric days than others. Um, Sometimes it's just downright unbearable to have to continue to bind every single day. Um, it's not that it's too tight or anything like that, although it's been feeling more tight than usual. But I think it's a matter of like touching my body, my chest, just day in and day out. It's just like I just want to get rid of the top already. It doesn't take away from my manhood at all, but I don't know, they just like serve no real purpose. It's kind of like tiring. So yeah, right now I have the Underworks 997 that I wear a large, because I do have a large chest, double D. So the 997 is what works best for me. I also wear a spandex binder up over top of that. They say it's kind of dangerous to wear two binders, but you know, don't look at me because I guess I'm a bad example. I just do what works for me, and this is the technique that gets me the flattest that I can possibly get and go through my day without looking down all the time. I do that already. But yeah, okay, that's enough about binding. STPs and Packers, I don't have either one of them. The last time I think I beat standing up was when I was a kid, and it was kind of like I tried it, and it was like, okay, no big deal, whatever. Um, but I do want to get at least one Packer, probably early next year, just to see how it makes me feel. Right now, the bottom, I don't know, I really don't pay attention to my bottom that much, so it's not like I need something down there. I need to feel something down there, my meat. No, that's just not me. But I do want to try it to see how I feel about it. But I don't have any advice in that area. So that's week 3. Week 4, testosterone and hormone blockers. I have started testosterone, and I started September 9th. Now, I know with that date, you're probably like, how in the world do you have so much fur? My facial hair does not come from hormones, although the hormones have made it grow thicker. I've always had facial hair, and I just shaved. From the time I was about 12, 13 years old, I was shaving because I just grew naturally, quickly, grew facial hair like crazy. Now, as you can imagine, as a female, it was quite embarrassing for me. I didn't want anybody to know, and although, I identified as a stud at the time, it was still like, I'm not supposed to really have facial hair. It was always like a battle in my head. But anyway, when I started transitioning, I just stopped shaving. So that's really where the bulk of my hair comes from. The tea right now is making it grow thicker. I had some bald spots that I noticed are filling in. So they've never filled in before. Has to be the tea to me. So I'm really excited about my changes in terms of facial hair with that. I guess I give a plug for the Mazzoni Center. That's who's helping me along. That's where I got my prescription from. I'm in Philadelphia. The Mazzoni Center is a great place to go. They're very knowledgeable, of course, friendly. I mean, it's a transgender based center, so they know what they're doing there. So shout out to Mazzoni Center. That's week 4. Okay, week 5. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. I just want to make sure that this video isn't too long and boring. So I'm just trying to get through a couple of weeks so that I can catch up. Week 5, working or going to school. Wait, let me move my thing over. Working or going to school is trans, and how was your Thanksgiving? Okay. I do not go to school. I just work full time. I'm 32 years old, so a little past the undergrad years. I did get my master's in 2009, but at that time, I was not transitioning. I started transitioning this year, 2011. So, working, I can speak to that. I didn't have any problems disclosing when I knew that it was time for me to transition and really just go, forget what everybody else said. I was willing to just come out. No different than someone coming out about, just their sexuality, gay, lesbian, whatever. I had no problems doing that on my job. I work at a university, and the department I work in, I mean, they're just extremely relaxed, so I didn't feel nervous or anything like that. It didn't really concern me, like what people's reactions was gonna be, because I felt confident that, my job was not in jeopardy. If they did discriminate against me, it would have been a lawsuit. But I didn't have to worry about any of that. So disclosing in the workplace was a wonderful experience for me. I wrote a letter and just a couple of paragraphs about what was going to be happening, the changes that they would see physically. I did not go into like a whole bunch of detail, like in terms of surgical terms and all this and, HRT, I just completely spoke from the trans experience. Like, yes, I am transgender. What that means is, basically in layman's terms, I am a man in a woman's body, and that has to change. So everyone took it very well, and my transition so far has been wonderful in the workplace. I have no complaints. People have congratulated me. People have told me, I mean, every other day I see somebody basically within my department, and they come to me and tell me how good I look and how happy they are for me. And what's even more funny is I switched departments 2 years ago. So the new department is who knows. But the old department, I actually saw some people that I used to work with, and I worked there for 5 years. And they had no idea who I was. And it was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. Seeing people and they just have that blank look on their face. They have no clue. And then like my colleague said, "Hey, this is, you remember, don't you?" And they're, like one of those. It's the funniest thing ever. But I can appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I have to go and shout it from the mountaintops like what's happening to me. I wear it every day. And, people that don't know me as Mekhi. People that used to know me really don't have to ask any questions. They already know what it is. So yeah, transitioning in the workplace has been smooth sailing. I'm blessed in that area. Some people don't have that at all. So I'm definitely blessed. I'm grateful, appreciative of my colleagues and where I work at a university. I hope to help them, bring them further along in what they offer their faculty and staff in terms of diversity, in terms of resources. I actually just met with a young lady yesterday who is going to be, I believe next month starts, it's going to be a transgender facility called the Morris House. And it's for drug and alcohol counseling, but specifically geared towards the transgender community, which is phenomenal. So I hope to get involved in that and like volunteer there. So like I said, I have no problems disclosing, whether it's in the workplace or just, every day. I'm not going to walk into a stranger and say, "Hey, by the way." But at the same time, I don't shy away from my past. I certainly don't shy away from my present, my future. Sky's the limit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'll stop there. That was weeks 3, 4, and 5 for Mekhi, your Friday guy, making a video on Saturday because he's late. I'm sorry. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Enjoy your families. Enjoy the new year. Although I believe I'll be making a video before the new year. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying my videos so far. If you have any questions at all, or you're curious about something that I've said, something that I didn't say, read between the lines, feel free to hit me up. I'm definitely open. I'm an open book. You can ask me anything. Just be respectful. Don't ask like silly things like how big is your. Come on. Yeah. So anyway, Mekhi, Everybody be blessed. Have a wonderful holiday again, and I'll talk to you later. Deuces.